All right, hello, Cheerskevin here, and welcome back to Nowhere. And you may see behind me, we now have a a little EMC collection system. We have an energy condenser surrounded by antimatter relays, surrounded by energy collectors. And I had some more of this coming out in front. There's a little bit going on in the back, but the idea here is that this should try and, or at least close to maximize the amount of EMC that we're receiving. Look at that. We've already got 696,000 coming into our system. Amazing. We have upgraded versions. We're now on 0.9.5, which says that it upgraded one EMC exploit, although it's not our charcoal and wood one, so that's good. And fixed something to do with progression. But anyway, on the last episode, it's been a while because I batch a bunch of these because I get very excited and then I record a bunch of episodes worth and I go, whoa, what were we even doing? Yeah, we tried to get steel going through here. It didn't seem to work. Another option that I would like to explore, though, is figuring out if we can do that through immersive engineering. And I think that's actually probably the more likely option, is that if we create a blast brick, we should be able to create a blast furnace. Because if we look at steel ingots, I should also apologize. I'm getting kind of sick, so I don't know how that's going to go. A blast furnace with the crude version just takes iron, has to be smelted up in there, and will produce steel and potentially slag as a byproduct. Now, you can't automate this in any sort of way, as far as I know. The improved blast furnace, you can. I'm excited to get into some of this immersive engineering stuff because it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And remember that steel is one item that does not have an EMC value, so we are probably going to have to, at some point, come up with a way of automating that. I've also been debating whether or not it makes sense for us to try and make a base. I kind of feel like maybe not, because this is the whole premise here is that we're trapped in this nothing world anyway, right? So why would we even, it wouldn't make any sense. You wouldn't build a house in the middle of nowhere where no one's ever going to be, and I don't know, we're supposed to escape from here in theory at some point. But okay, let's look and see. So I want to figure out how we're going to craft a blast furnace. I've been trying to study up on the mods a little bit, but not so much that we don't know what that I learn a bunch of stuff off camera that kind of ruins everything for everybody else. I think blast bricks are what we need, and we need to create a 3x3x3 structure. So that's 9. So that's 27 bricks, which I guess is what it is asking us to create. Right? Cool. Okay, so let's look and see what a blast brick takes. And it looks like nether brick, okay, or blast brick slabs. Okay, blaze powder, brick, nether brick. Now we have not nether brick. So we have brick. We do not have nether brick. We do not have blast brick. No, we don't have blaze powder. So what would it take for us to get blaze powder? Blaze powder we can get from a blaze rod. We can craft it up, or we can do any number of things with that. We can also do some transmutation, which not going to be happening. Blaze rod. I actually don't see an easy recipe to get us to blaze powder, other than blaze rods, which is just, of course, getting blaze in the first place anyway. So, I mean, it seems like we can go back and forth between blaze powder and whatever. Was there another way for us to get bricks? No, not really. And blaze powder doesn't even have an EMC either, which is something we're going to have to be mindful. Nether brick, that's nether rack. Now, of course, there's a question of how do we get that? Well, we can chisel it. We can mine it up. We can get in a sag mill from stuff. I'm wondering, either we're going to have to get into the scrap box from Industrial Craft 2, which is possible, because this seems to have a chance of just producing random stuff that could be fun. So maybe we need to do that. That apparently we need scrap for. Maybe that's how they're gaining this, actually. That may make sense. Or maybe we're able to go to the nether. So let's figure that out first. So we would need a flint and steel. So let's grab some flint. One of those, thank you. And an iron, thank you. I hope. No, thank you. You go away. Thank you. Oh, I can just put it in the middle there. Weird. Okay. You don't need to be in the middle. Whatever. Just burninate. And then we need some obsidian. And I'm curious as to whether or not we can actually do this, because we haven't tested it, and I don't know. I don't know if that really fits. Whoa, we got a little ring now going on. Interesting, cool. What does that even do? Also, thank you for those of you who mentioned that. You can press V to charge your Philosopher's Stone, and look at how charged we are now. This is the range that we have. I'm presuming there's another key that we could use to shrink the range, but yeah, for now that's cool. 3. 3, and we'll go ahead and keep the corners on this side, because why not? We'll do that. And let's see if we can craft ourselves a flint and steel real quick. Is this going to have EMC? It does have EMC, so we'll have to make sure to learn that and save it for later. But no. Okay. So we have no way of getting to the Nether, which I guess means, as much as it pains me to say it, we probably do have to go through these tabs. I guess maybe in a linear fashion, because it maybe means that we do need to go through a fair bit of the industry tab first, so that we can unlock this scrap metal box. Because I don't know how else we're gonna get these blast bricks. So I think rather than go through these quests, because I don't know, it's not super motivating to me right now, because I don't want to do the nuclear stuff just yet. I don't know. Let's try and push our way toward making a scrap box. Now that requires 9 scrap. So to make scrap, we need a recycler. Because then we at least have a goal, and we can just throw apparently random stuff into here, and it's gonna need power, and then it will create more scrap. Cool. So to make a recycler, we need to first make a compressor, which we have not yet made. Compressor is a basic machine casing, polished granite, and okay, so now, yeah, none of these are learned, but that's okay. So an electric circuit and a basic machine casing. And I did just look, it looks like there's not actually a shortcut to jump into the transmutation thing, which, it's kind of frustrating, but oh well. Okay, so we need a bunch of, so the basic machine casing, iron plates, which is iron ingots, okay. Yeah, this does not have an EMC, ooh, which is annoying. Okay, so let's grab a stack of iron, pull that out of here, and I'll smash that up with a hammer. What else do we need? No, that was that for that. And then oh, yay, they've upgraded JEI, so we actually have bookmarks now. That's great news. Okay, so let's look at what we were trying to do. Scrap, because I'm assuming since this thing has a low percentage chance of giving us cool stuff anyway, look at that. Yeah, so we can get a bunch of random stuff out of here, but it seems to be a very low probability. I'm presuming we're going to want to continue to throw stuff in here for a long time. Or maybe it's that we need to burn. Oh, this is a fuel. Oh, so we maybe need to burn this thing. Well, I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But okay, scrap box. Go ahead, bookmark that. Scrap, recycler, compressor. Yeah, that's what we need. And then electronic circuit. So some more of this insulated copper cable. Ugh. EMC redstone, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we need to make ourselves another forged hammer because we are shy on that. And then, yeah, let's just make a whole bunch of plates. Yeah, and ruin the cable in the process. Okay, scrap box, slab, recycler, compressor, electronic circuit. Give me one of those. Thank you. We have a bunch of cable hanging out there, which is good. At least the rubber has EMC value. That's at least nice. I think there are also tools that we can eventually make in IC2 to make the metal stuff faster, so we don't actually have to use the manual hammer, and that'd be nice to eventually get to, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's make a compressor. Oh, we don't have, yeah, we're not on the right. Oh, I'm also going to need some andesite or cobble or something. There we go. Sure, let's take a stack of andesite, and yeah, click through this. Scrap, recycler, compressor. Boom. Shoot, basic machine casing. There we go. And click through this again. Boom. I wish there was like a back button equivalent. Just in JEI. That'd be nice. Oh, and there is a quest for the compressor. Hooray for us. Let's make the recycler as well. We'll see what we can do. We just need glowstone and some iron. We've got that. Let's go ahead and grab some iron. Thank you. And let's grab some glowstone. Thank you. And let's make the recycler. And this is not seem too bad. We are going to need to figure out power, though, because these machines are going to require power. Let's grab our quest reward here for the compressor. Thank you. Some random rewards, some EMC crystals. Thank you. And then, of course, it wants to push us to the nuclear reactor. Ore washing plant, macerator, electric furnace. I think, yeah, we'll probably use the existing furnace thing, because that just seems the simplest way for us to get stuff done. So let's plop down our recycler over there and see if we can get that to work. Now, of course, it doesn't, if I remember right, it doesn't want us to be nearby. Will this connect? Yes, it does connect. Okay, so this recycler, compatible upgrades, overclock, transformer, energy storage, blah, 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 blah. What can I put in here? Can I just put anything in here? It does look like it. Oh, sure, recipes. Okay, so it looks like I can throw pretty much anything in there. Let me get some proper fast burning stuff. Some, let's take a, let's take an Eternus fuel. Why not? We've got the energy to spare, and then let's just grab. Sure, I guess because wool was what it was suggesting. So we don't have wool. I think we can craft that from string, can't we? Let's take some string and craft wool and just have that learned. There we go. Wool, lovely. We have learned white wool. Hooray for us! And we'll take out a stack of wool, and just get that stuff recycling so we can get ourselves a slag system. So Eternus fuel. There you go. Start burning. And yeah, go ahead and recycle all this wool for us, please. All right, thus far we've gotten 1 scrap out of 52 of these, and of course this is not heavy MC. So yeah, it may require a little bit more than we've got. We'll let that continue to run for a while. I guess in the meantime, I think there's also some solar stuff. If we look at industrial craft, let's see, solar. Yeah, solar panel. This requires pulverized coal, a generator, glass. We have a generator, more electronic circuits. These should be craftable. Pulverized coal. Do we know about pulverized coal? I don't think so, and I'm not sure how we pulverize it. Well, let's check. Okay, we don't. Pulverized coal, and of course that's only one. It's only during the daytime. Say pulverized coal. We can make that in. We don't have any of these yet. Okay, we can make that in the macerator. Well, you know what? It wants us to make a macerator anyway. We should just make a bunch of machine casings and get a bunch of that underway. Why not? Just make 2 electronic circuits, and then the macerator. Do we have the okay, cobblestone and flint? Those we can do. Cobblestone and flint. There we go. Let's make a macerator. There we go. Thank you very much. And of course, this is only going to work. Well, the solar panel will only work during the daytime, so we've got to be mindful of that. Still don't know why our heater system didn't work, but oh well. Okay, it is getting power, so that's good. Now we should be able to macerate some coal. So let me get a stack of coal and get that going in there, I guess. And that should get us a bunch of pulverized coal, which we should be able to use to make the solar. I should have bookmarked that. Industrial, craft, solar. There we go. Solar panel, power tier 1. Let's look at that. Yeah. Okay. So I need to make some more electronic circuits, which means making some more insulated stuff. This is fine. The copper cable we've got to cut, which just makes it a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay. So solar panel requires another generator, which requires another RE battery, which we should be able to make. Thank you. Go back there. And we just need a furnace, which does have EMC. I hope that, yeah, we've definitely taught this furnace. Thank you. And cool. Craft us up another generator. Yay. And a solar panel. Right. We need the glass and the pulverized coal. Let's see how our pulverizer is, or a macerator is going. There we go. Lots of pulverized coal. Hooray for that. We've made an advancement. Hooray for us on that. Chewing dead wood. Lovely. No, that's not the same thing. But okay. EMC crystal. Yeah, I was worried. I didn't think we actually had the inventory space, but there we go. And then some glass. Take that. And cool. Give us a solar panel, please. Like so. As much as I said we shouldn't build ourselves a place to hang out, I mean, like, why? I kind of want to. Can I just plop this on top there? I don't want to get too close. There we go. This is producing nothing because it is nighttime. Can we make ourselves a bed? We should be able to make it. Yeah, we've got wool and we've got planks. Let's make ourselves a bed. Wool. Let's say, well, just planks. There we go. And let's make a bed. There we go. I think I may have already done this, actually. Somehow it's seeming familiar. Do we put a bed somewhere? Is there a bed? Does anybody see a bed? No? Okay, cool. Let's lie down and get some rest. Of course, this is the last possible second we would need a bed for. But okay, whatever. Sweet dreams. We've got our solar panel, which now should be producing 1 EU per tick. A whole 1 EU per tick. It should be. And that should, yeah, in addition to our furnace. Although, yeah, why we actually need it, given that we can just kind of pipe in this fuel that burns for, eternally. Is anybody's guess. Is this actually doing anything yet? No. It's for whatever reason, it's not blasting over steel. That's okay. The immersive engineering immersive engineering seems like more fun anyway. We'll let that continue to macerate for no particular reason. What were we even doing? Yes, we were trying to get to the scrap box. How are we looking in the recycler? We have 9 scrap. That's amazing. Okay, we should now be able to craft a scrap box, and we'll find out exactly how this works. Okay, so scrap box, fuel details, blah, blah, blah. Can I? No. Oh, man. Okay. So it just pops out like a random thing, I guess. Oh, well, that's okay. So we can use it as a fuel, but otherwise we can just right-click it, and it will just give us some random thing. Okay. Fair enough. That's doable. Well, then, if that's the case, then what we want to do would be to set up, a system to automatically continue to drop things into this recycler, and then hopefully a system for pulling things out of that recycler, right? I mean, that would be my guess. Okay, so the more I look at this blast brick, the more I think we may be going about this the wrong way. So blaze powder, we can starlight infuse a blaze rod into blaze powder. That's not, but basically all of this comes down to either getting things out of magma cream, which is a possibility, or getting things out of blaze rods. Blaze rods. Yeah, there's a 0.01% chance of getting it out of the scrap box. So I don't think the scrap box is the intended strategy for us to get to blaze powder. My guess is that it wants us to get to blaze powder through magma cream and then separating it out. Maybe. I mean, that's the only thing I'm seeing in here. So that's the centrifugal separator, which is. I mean, it's maybe we can do this. But then to get magma cream, the option there, well, we can get it from a magma block and pulverize that, or we can starlight infuse. So we could maybe get fairly far into astral sorcery. I kind of didn't want to do a ton of astral sorcery just yet because we're doing that elsewhere. We could also get, okay, there's an unlikely chance of us getting slime that way. Yeah, but how are we going to get slime? Ugh, okay, not an easy way for us to get slime either necessarily, unless we can get a slime block. Oh, you know what? We can make rice slime balls, can't we? Oh, no, we can, yes, we can make a blood. Yes, we can make coagulated blood. Ha, that's probably how we do this. So coagulated blood, which we need to cast into a, ooh, how are we going to make the right cast for that? It looks like we can make a pan cast, so we would need to make a pan. Can we make a pan? Yeah, okay, so we can make a pan pattern, and then, yeah, get to slime through coagulated blood, and then convert slime into blaze, or sorry, convert slime into magma cream using starlight infusion. That would mean you need to jump into astral sorcery stuff. Ooh, like spike, weird. But I guess, yeah, before we do, well, oh man, I'm going back and forth between all these things because I don't know how much of this stuff is. I mean, presumably this is not super railroady. There are multiple options that are open to us, and it is always possible that 0.01% chance of getting a blaze rod will get us a blaze rod. But we would need, so we need a couple things. If we need to get recyclable stuff coming out of here. So let's see about that. Let me go ahead and craft up some thermal cables and see if we can get extraction and insertion working. And actually, part of me thinks that we should look, since it's becoming nightfall anyway, part of me thinks that we should see about getting some of the basic astral sorcery stuff crafted up. Also, it looks like we actually do have the astral sorcery skyline, so I'm less bummed that there's repetition from SevTech because we should actually be able to see stuff, which would be nice. Just because if we have to do any long AFKing soaking of stuff, then okay, let's look at astral sorcery, resonating wand. And that's the one that's open to us right now. Okay, fair enough. So let's see about that. What is the resonating wand going to cost us? Can we get into this? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know how we get the aquamarine there, much less the ender pearls or the stone marble. I mean, I guess we may have to do some actual excavation to see if we can get. We'll find out. Let's get back to what we were doing. We'll put another. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab another fuel real quick. Let this sort of run for ever. Let's see if we can get this thing to pull stuff out. Okay, so that should pull stuff out. Let's click it real quick and tell it no redstone. Ignore redstone. And I guess let's plop down a chest. All right. It looks like so we can actually craft ourselves a Crescent Hammer, which is useful. Let's go ahead and right. I can't shortcut. Tin, ingot, and did we grab that? Oh yeah, I guess we did. Whoops. And let's craft ourselves up a Crescent Hammer, so then we should be able to properly configure where things are connecting, because otherwise I have to worry about things connecting to the wrong spots. And I just set this up to verify. Okay, so it does let us pull out slag over there. I'm just pulling stuff from the top and bottom, because why the heck not, right? Oh, no. Oh, that's going to let us do that. Fine. Go there, please. I shift-clicked it. Okay, there we go. That disconnected it. Cool. And then, yeah, we'll need to craft another energy condenser. And just tell that we want it to be making something cheap that we can put in the recycling recipe. Okay, it does look like it will recycle dirt, and it doesn't seem like there's any. I mean, it doesn't give us any information about what it wants us to do. So we'll put that in. Let this thing just give us some free dirt. Why not? We'll set that to automatically pull everything out, and that'll keep this thing. Or at least it should keep this thing well supplied with dirt, one would hope. Yep. Okay. Yeah. This is restocking. So we have automatic scrap generation, which is good. Let's see if we can extend that a little bit further. Can we get to a crafter? I was gonna say no because of the lapis, but maybe we can make blue pigment. Blue pigment. How do we get blue pigment? Yeah. Okay. So if we got a blue orchid, unfortunately, that gives us light blue dye, and we can't. Yeah, we can't just craft that into regular blue, which is that's a bummer. So we would need to figure out lapis, and lapis is a whole quest chain, or as a whole, it's a whole thing here, and it seems to be very far away from something we actually have access to. So I guess that's a no on that crafter. What other crafters might we have available? Ha! Believe it or not, there's a batch crafter in Industrial Craft 2. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to spend more time with this. This is still power tier 1, so we don't have to worry about power incompatibilities. It needs a wrench, which is a quest for us to do. So, I mean, I guess we'll continue with some IC2 attempts. I don't know if there's an opener. Let's see. Should we look open? Loot crate opener. I wonder. Oh my goodness. This looks. Oh no, it needs a quest book. Oh, that's just a book and chiseled and any stone. Maybe. I don't know if that'll count as a loot crate though. I mean, I guess we can find out. You know, why the heck? Why the heck not? Let's see if we can get this to work. Let's make ourselves let's get a stone pickaxe. And then we need a book. Now, a book, we should actually be able to craft. We don't have a way of getting leather just yet, but we can create a blank pattern, and we have string. So let's try that. And we have paper. So paper, boom, and string. And then do we have planks in I don't care, planks. And then I forget what else was needed for the blank patterns from Tinkers. But we'll find out in a moment. Sticks. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, give me some sticks. Thank you. And there we go. Give me a blank pattern, and then we'll learn that because that's an EMC one. Thank you. And pattern. Cool. And now let's learn how to craft a book. There we go. Books are now learned, which should mean we can also craft stuff like the engineer's book and whatnot. Oh, quest book is already in here. Never mind. Fine. Okay. Didn't need to learn that anyway. So let's see if we can craft a loot crate opener. I mean, we can certainly craft it, but let's see if it'll open the scrap boxes. I'm guessing probably not, but we'll find out. I mean, because we can at least try this with just a manual attempt, right? And then figure out how automatable this process can really, really be. All right, so that's 3 scrap boxes. Let's see about putting them in here. Oh, hang on. No. Okay. Doesn't want us to do it that way, but what if we do it with the chest, maybe? And then just sort of push stuff into it? No, okay, it's not taking stuff out of there, so that's a bummer. Oh well. But at the very least, we can get this thing to produce us scrap boxes that we can use to then throw a whole bunch of wooden hose. That sounds great. Thank you for that. Wait, the internet says we can use droppers. Cool. So, okay, we can... I ought to have an axe, but I don't. The internet says we can use droppers, so if we had a dropper and a vacuumulator, or even just a hopper, right? We can put a dropper into a hopper, so it'll spit out the item and do that. So, maybe we'll make it do that. But, okay, let's think about the next step here, which would be the batch crafter. So, first we need a wrench, which means we need bronze. Now, bronze... we can make an alloy kiln with copper and tin, but we should also be able to just do that in... Yeah, we should be able to do that. We haven't started making any molds, though, so it's probably easier for us to just do that in the alloy furnace. Unless we've already done that, which we may have done. No, we have not. Okay, so tin. Give me some tin and give me some copper. There we go. I have too much stuff. And we'll make some bronze that away. That'll give us enough to get that. And then what else did we need for this? We need an industrial workbench, so a cutter and a forge hammer and a basic machine casing. Of course, we need a basic machine casing. Oh, we have a couple of those. Cool. Gonna need another forge hammer and another cutter though. Industrial workbench. Oh, come on, really? Oh, it put because it put one in the head. Right. Okay, there we go. Industrial workbench. Let's plop this down and look at it. Oh, interesting. Okay, this looks fun. What does this do? Apparently, this is actually kind of nice in that if you put this, according to the internet, if you put this next to other IC2 tools, you can access all of their UI. So it can serve as kind of a heads-up station for all of the things, which it's kind of nice. But okay, we're not using it for that. We're using it as an ingredient. Although I think we actually do want to. I think there is a thing. Can we? Yes. Okay. Good. This says EMC. Well, then we didn't need to do all that, but whatever. Let's get some bronze out of there. If we don't if we don't hit it with the wrench, we'll get back a machine casing instead of the, oh, wasn't that the recipe for it? Wrench. There we go. Wrench. I like that. Cool. And there we go. We get a thing. We can right click to break this thing into its, oh, weird. It kept the industrial workbench anyway. It'll break it, but basically otherwise if we break it, it'll just we'll get a basic machine casing back instead of the thing we were actually crafting. Okay. What else do we need for this? Advanced machine casing. Oh my goodness. An advanced alloy, some steel. Oh, we need steel. No. Well, hold on a sec. Let's make sure we need proper steel. Do we need, yeah, we need it from man, we need steel plates to get that going. Okay, so we can't use this crafter. Oh, that's a bummer. Why couldn't we use these ones? Machine frame required lapis, right? Okay, or a blue dye. There's also a crafter in Ender IO. Do we want to try going down that route? That requires silicon, iron, industrial machine chassis, an infinity bimetal gear, which is grains of infinity and a bunch of iron. Grains of infinity we should be able to get. In the overworld, you can set endstone on fire, and there's a chance that you will get grains of infinity. So those are doable. The crafting the workbench we can do. The industrial machine chassis. Oh, this seems so far away. Well, let's at least see if we get anything fun. One of those looks fun. What is that? Oh, just pulverized copper. Okay. Not quite as fun as perhaps advertised. Oh, wait a second. Rotten flesh. Rotten flesh is perhaps nice. Because I think we needed that for something. We've learned rotten flesh. That means we well, I mean it's not hugely amazing. Rotten flesh. Ooh, wait, a spawner. It needs a syringe of the appropriate type. Right. This would get us blood without having to sacrifice ourselves, which is nice. And yeah, we can melt it up to make leather, which does open up some opportunities. All right, so I spent a while now lost in here, noticing that even the luminous crafting table, we can't craft until we have 4 draconic fusion crafting things, which is probably crafting injectors or yeah, chaotic. Well, no, there's the draconic one. Yeah, it's required. The luminous crafting table requires that, so we have to move in draconic evolution before we even get to astral sorcery. So that's definitely not the way that we're supposed to go here. I'm guessing it really does want us to go through this more on the left to right thing. Although I feel like the ME terminal. Getting into applied energistics is probably something we'll want to do in the nearer. I mean, well, not nearer, but, you know, when we can. We should at least grab the quest rewards for these. Get those done. Wait a second. Maybe this is it in terms of how to get blaze powder. Essence of Knowledge or Liquid XP from Ender IO or Thermal Foundation. If you pour this in, it's hard to read exactly how this fluid transposer works, and I don't entirely remember. If we put in the sulfur, does that mean we'll get blaze powder as an output? Yeah, it says accepts any dust sulfur, so I'm guessing this is an input. So maybe if we can craft up sulfur, we can then get that into there, and then would need a way to get liquid XP or essence or whatever. We can get a tiny pile of sulfur dust from the ore washing plant, which is a possibility, because that's one of the industrial craft things that it wants us to do as well. So maybe that's the route that we need to go down. Of course, that doesn't solve our whole how do we get netherrack problem, but hey, one freaking problem at a time, right? But okay, I guess that means we are going to be progressing yet further in industry, so we can get to ore washing, which yeah, is right over here. So that's something that's accessible to us. I will go ahead and build up the ingredients for that, and we will continue on our adventure in the next episode. So we've got, at least this is producing some of that. There is a chance that this will produce a bit of netherrack for us, and we'll be able to move forward from there. Hopefully it'll produce some other cool stuff of use. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll kind of stick with our current system. We'll move toward getting a little bits of sulfur in the hopes that way we can use it to craft ourselves some blaze powder and get ourselves finally toward making some steel. But I will see you next time. Cheers.